Longwood's a very good basketball team. They're 11-3 for a reason, and they played very well today. And it was a good test for us to try to, first of all, we to win the game, and secondly, to have some things to work on this week before a game on Saturday.
All right, so let's start there. What did you see today that you see as areas that need improvement before Saturday?
Well, 20 turnovers, it's our worst turnover game probably the whole year. We have to make, the first half we didn't share the ball at the right time, we over-dribbled. The second half we had 14 assists, which was outstanding, and that's why we scored 53 points. And so when we share the ball, we've been shooting the ball well as a team. I think we were 60%, 62 for the game. In Boston College, we were 64% for the game. That's pretty high. Three-point line, we've been shooting very well. So we're doing our part, making shots. We just have to get to that position where we hit the open man at the right time.
There were multiple times throughout the game where you guys pulled away and started to build a lead, and then Longwood answered. Ultimately, you guys did pull away. What can you say about your team's mental endurance throughout the game?
Well, Longwood played exceptionally well, especially in the first half. We had that 13-point lead, and they cut it down to 2, or tied the game up right before halftime. So I got to give them credit. They were 11-3 for a reason. They're a good basketball team, and they played very well. They made shots today, and so they're hard to guard because they're very versatile, very athletic, and they're quick. And we're bigger, but they had some quickness advantages in certain positions, and they used it. I'm proud of our guys to come out in the second half and make those 2 threes early, get some defensive stops, and then we were able to push the game out a little bit to make it a 16-point win.
Along those lines, what did you and your team discuss at halftime? You started with I think it was a 15-3 run to open the second half. What kind of changes did you make? Or was it
starting on defensive end, giving up 43 points in the first half, and the ball screen coverage was not very good. Our bigs weren't challenging their shots, our guards weren't getting over underneath quick enough. Our weak side, help side, wasn't in the right position. So that was number one, and number 2 was 5 assists at halftime for a team that scores the ball like us. It is not good enough, and so our guys did a really good job on both in the second half.
For a team that's brought in so many different players from different programs, playing for a new coach, are they meshing the way you would like to see them 13 in, or is there a level more that you'd like to see?
No, our team has really improved. We are a totally different team than we were when we started the season. A lot of that is the improvement on defense. Other than today's slippage, we've been defending at a very high level the last 5-6 games. Offensively, we're sharing the ball. They know what it takes, the formula for success, defensively and offensively, and they're buying into it. And we have it's a fun group to coach. They are very mature most of the time, and we can really score the ball, push it out. I think we scored over 104 times, and today had 98. So I think offensively we're playing at a pretty high level. We were hoping with the transfer portal, so many guys who recruited at average double figures at their previous universities, that we would be able to be versatile enough, mix and match different, go big, go small, but still be able to score the ball no matter if we were big or small on the defensive end. So we're proud of our development. Our guys have played hard. Their team's improved. Matt was hurt the first possession of the first game, so that hurt us as a team, hurt him because he had been playing very well, and then he was hurt. Missed about 2 weeks of practice. Then it took him a while to get back, and then Smet didn't play the first couple of games. And so we are a different team now, and a better team than when we started the season.
What did you see from Johan tonight that seemed, arguably his best game in an SMU uniform?
Well, he was extremely aggressive on the rebounding. He was not at Boston College, so that's part of player development, learning from your mistakes, learning to try to get better, and he was extremely impressive tonight. He was energetic. He went after. He pursued the ball, rebounding wise, on the offensive and defensive end. And I might have had his career high in rebounding. I don't know if 11 is his career high, but to have 20 points, 11 rebounds, he was doing what it took to have a good game.
You mentioned that your guys had a size advantage, especially in the front court, but also acknowledged Longwood's a very quick team. You did out-rebound them 33-30. They had a 15-8 edge on offensive rebounds. Are those numbers you kind of anticipated facing a team like this, or is that an area of concern that will be focused on this week?
Well, the 15, they missed 38. They missed 38 shots. And we only missed 19. So we rebounded 8 of our 19 misses, and they rebounded 15 of their 38. So sometimes when you shoot 62% from the field, you don't have as many chances to rebound your own misses. But we have been one of the best rebounding teams in the country before this game, and we had a little slippage against Boston College. They had 20 offensive rebounds against us. But the more possessions and more shots and more misses can feed into those numbers, but we have to do a better job of pursuing the ball, meaning our guards have to come back and rebound. They just can't box out and stand and stare. They have to go pursue the ball. And I thought Johan did that at a high level today, which he had not been doing. And some of our guards still need to improve on that.
You've had Virginia in here on the day when the football team was playing the championship game elsewhere. What does it mean for the transition of this program, Duke being Duke, to host them this Saturday, especially with you playing well?
Yeah, I think we're both 11-2, both teams, and 2-0 in the league, and they have a midweek game, I think, on Tuesday. So we'll be preparing for that game for the entire week, and it'll be a sold-out crowd and sold-out arena. There'll be a lot of energy here, and Duke is an exceptional team, and they have great players, and we have to be ready.
Can you compare it to any of the experiences at SC?
Well, we played UCLA twice every year, and they were in the same city. So when you're talking about rivalries, I wouldn't say SMU and Duke are basketball rivals just because we're new to the first time we've ever been in the ACC. But we respect them, and we know how good they are. When you're at USC for 11 years and you have a crosstown rivalry and you play them twice, those were fun games. And I assume that Saturday will be a fun game like that, meaning the atmosphere, the energy, the fans, and hopefully our players will rise to the challenge and play well.
You talk about this being SMU's first year in the ACC, and sometimes there are coaches whose teams get ready to play sort of a name marquee program, as Duke is. But a lot of your guys are veteran, experienced, mature guys. Do you and your staff even have to talk to your guys about playing the names on the back of their jerseys, not playing the name on the front of their jersey?
Well, I think it's no secret that Duke's ranked third in the nation, and they're a great team. And they've been historically one of the best programs in the country the last 25, 30 years. So they know that. We don't need to mention that to them. They know that. But like you said, we have guys that have played in many big games in their career and will respect the atmosphere and appreciate the atmosphere and appreciate and respect the opponent. But once that ball is tipped, it's who's going to play better, who's going to be tougher, who's going to make the shots, make the right passes at the right time, who's going to defend at the highest level, who's going to get that rebound, do the little things to win a game. And so once that game starts, you have to play for the name on your chest and also the name on your back, and not worry about who your opponent is. You have to play as hard as you can.